Sit back, relax and enjoy listening. Time, 2:49 a.m. Location, industrial zone outskirts of the city. The call ends, but the silence doesn't. Not yet. The street lamp above them keeps flickering. Its dying buzz the only sound left. Like it's trying to signal something, or mourn. Inside the car, no one breathes a word. Not because they don't know what to say, but because they know exactly what this moment means. Member 2 finally speaks, his voice barely above a whisper. Do you think this guy really has a shot? I mean, can they actually get it? Member 1 doesn't look up, just stares at the windshield like he's watching the future through the glass. No clue, but we're not betting on them. We're betting on RK. And if there's even a 0.001% chance he walks out of this clean. He looks at Jill. Then we take it. The CEO leans forward from the back, tone clipped firm. Let's just hope their boss doesn't shut this down. They don't usually deal with people like us. Member 3 answers without hesitation. Maybe not. But this kind of money, even the darkest circles don't walk away from something they've never seen offered. Then Jill's phone buzzes. Everyone freezes. He opens the message. You have 3 hours. Bring the money. No signature. No address. Just those words. Member 4 raises the real question, voice tight with urgency. All right. That's not a no. But where the hell are we going to get that kind of cash in just 3 hours? Member 1 is already on his phone. I've got about 30 grand liquid. Rest is locked. Give me 10 minutes. They look at each other, and all know what to do without explicitly saying it. Member 2 doesn't wait. He's dialing someone. Voice quiet. Calm. Precise. Wake him. Tell him it's urgent. I need access full sweep. Member 3 pulls up banking apps. CEO's already punching in codes. No one asks, are you sure? They already are. They knew the second Jill hit call. This isn't about if they should. It's about how fast they can. There's no panic in the car. Just movement. Silent understanding. They're not funding a rescue. They're fighting for the one person they owe everything to. RK. Time, 3:18 a.m. Location, underground parking lot, unknown location. One car. Headlights off. No security. No crew. Just shadows and silence. The air here feels different, heavier. Like it knows something illegal is about to happen. The back of the car opens. Bag after bag. Unmarked. Heavy. Precise. Jill stands near the car, staring at his phone. The final count is close, but not quite there. Still short, he mutters. Member 4 steps forward. Hands over a device and a code. Liquidated the stocks. It'll reflect in 2 hours. CEO nods, wiping sweat from his brow. Pulled 2 favors. Rest will land before sunrise. I'll take care of receipts and trails. Nobody checks totals. Nobody argues over contributions. It's not about who gave the most. It's about making sure they don't lose him. Jill looks at the almost complete number, takes a quiet breath, then just says, we send it. Before they change their mind. He doesn't wait for agreement. He knows they're all in. There's no grand speech, no dramatic glances, no heroic soundtrack in their heads. Only a shared silence that says louder than words. Whatever it takes. They disappear into the night, not as idols, not as stars, but as brothers. Time, 6:03 a.m. Location, unknown encrypted channel secure line. The money is gone. Transferred. Vanished into an account no one can trace. Not even the people who sent it. But it's not the money that leaves a hollow in their chest. It's the silence that follows. No reply. No receipt. Not even a ping. Just nothing. Like the world swallowed it whole. Inside the car no one speaks. Eyes flicker to Jill every now and then. But he doesn't move. Phone in hand. Staring. Waiting. Listening to silence like it's supposed to say something. The CEO checks the road. Member 1 checks the rearview mirror. We're being watched. Member 2 says quietly. Not paranoid. Certain. How many? The CEO asks. At least 3 vehicles. Black. No plates. Same distance since we left. They say no more. No point.